Hey there, Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to my channel. This is moon directed, but be on the lookout. I'm changing my channel up. The next time you see a video, it'll be called Moonlit Waters. There will be a video coming out to explain some of the details of how I'm changing my channel. Welcome to what's going to be pretty soon your birthday season. So if you're having your solar return coming up here, wow, cards are already jumping. I really want to wish you a happy solar return. So today this video is going to cover the time frame of the 14th, which is actually, wow, hold on. Okay. Oh, there's two for that. The time frame, I'm actually recording it this morning on my way to work, so that I can get this out to you. It's going to cover the 14th through the 27th. So this is going to include at the end the full moon that is happening in Scorpio. That would be your 7th house of partnership. And so, interesting couple of weeks you have going on here. So we're going to take a look at that energy. We'll take a look at that full moon and how you can best use that energy. And let's just see what we have going on here. Your overall energy is, we have the 5 of Scrolls, which this is the Chrysalis Tarot, so it's a little bit different. And this card's volunteering itself to come with it. And we have the Chariot, the Hearn. So let's take a look at these overall energies for yourself and see how you're going to use these to manage and navigate the next 2 weeks. We do also have Pluto getting ready to turn retrograde. So Pluto retrograde, I want to talk about that just real quick. Pluto retrograding on the 27th of April. It begins the next retrograde phase. We have had all the planets have been going direct. And so Pluto turning retrograde and retrograding back to where it was January 6th of this year, it's important that anything that you need to wrap up, tie up, things that you started, it's a chance to look at it, complete the transformation. I really want to encourage you to get as much done as possible between now and the end of May, the last couple days of May, sorry. Then we have Saturn turns retrograde and Mercury turns retrograde, and both of them are in air signs, making that going to be communication is really going to start getting a little wanky. So anything that you can wrap up, tie up now is a really good time to really focus in on that and get that done. So I really want to take a look at this overall energy here. You've got this 5 of Scrolls, and because it's the Chrysalis Tarot, when I select a deck, it is usually because Spirit's like, this is the deck to use because of whatever the information and the guidance is that's in it. And so I really kind of like to use their interpretation for some of the major cards. And this is definitely one of those situations because this looks like the sword there. It's like these things have happened, words have been spoken, and it feels like put a fork in it, it's done. But I just kind of want to take a look at what it says here. It's called Sacrifice. The 5 of Scrolls is about sacrifice and victory. The sword plunged into the stone represents the hard realities of the world. Excalibur has affixed these scrolls of the highest consciousness to the great symbol of the material world where it awaits your honorable sacrifice of righteousness. The sword of sacrifice can be extracted in different ways. The 5 scrolls may ask you to focus more on the needs of others at this time than on your own. It may caution you to fight off the gathering clouds of negative energy, and it may ask for the sacrifice of higher consciousness over petty concerns and selfish trivialities. Wow. But what's interesting to me is that this card really wanted to come out, and if you notice, the Hearn is pulling the sword out of the sheath behind it and using it, and so it feels like the sword of victory moving forward. So when you pull that sword out, when you choose to wave around your sword of truth, this is going to be the truth of who you are and what it is that you want and where it is you want to go, because the Hearn is the hunter, and it is very focused in its energy moving into the direction that it needs to go. And so this is you having an opportunity to really step into your own power of who you are and head in the direction that you want to go and create the life that you want. It's the focus and its divine assistance. The mighty Hearn leads his wild hunt through the countryside in dense forest amid clamors of baying hounds, braying horses, and the screeching winds of the fierce winter storm. He symbolizes the dogged might of your willpower to overcome obstacles. Hearn's helmet sports the majestic horns of the red stag, lord of the forest. The 3 stars of Orion's belt above his head represent the 3 celestial personages who tend the gateway to the higher consciousness. The Hearn's presence in your reading foretells success and other affirmative response to any specific query, like question, you may present to the cards. So this is really amazing energy, because here in the heart center, the key to the situation, you have the green man. This is growth and this is opportunity. Now in the foreground there we have the wren. And the wren is about, let's get this stuff done. Let's get stuff going and make things happen. There are, in the nest there are 6 eggs. And that is like the 6 of Pentacles. This is bringing balance in and opportunity for growth. It's a very verdant, filled up, beautiful card with a butterfly for transformation up here. So this is an opportunity to transform your life by knowing what it is that you want, by bringing yourself back into balance, using your higher consciousness, releasing petty, small things that have been negative, tying you down, letting go of the BS is what I just heard. So let go of the BS and focus on what it is that is in not only in your highest good, but in the highest good of all. And so sometimes that means the sacrifice is, you'll have to decide what that means for you. Everybody, it's going to be a little different, but it is about bringing our lives into balance. That's something that we've been trying to learn through 2020 and beyond, right? As we're shifting and moving forward and healing and spiraling upwards. So, okay. In the recent past, we have got boredom and I don't want to look at whatever it is. So we have the 4 of mirrors. The 4 of mirrors in this deck really says she's not looking at the mirrors. She is focused on herself. I don't want to deal with that. It is kind of it is a time of introspection, but it's also kind of like a time of boredom. And so when you have that in the place where you're supposed to be seeking questions and stuff, I feel like you've taken a time out from the world and maybe you needed it. I mean, 5 of Scrolls is tough energy, but it looks like you're getting ready. And so maybe it was a time of healing. It might have been a time of introspection to see what it is that really matters to you. And wow, you were really working through some stuff. Okay, so in the area of transformation, we have the 5 of mirrors. But the 5 of mirrors, these mirrors are in the shape of the lotus. And so this is a time to really reflect on your inner self. What is your highest consciousness and what is good for you? So there is a real offer, encouragement here to really focus in on the lessons that you have been going through. What have you learned? Who are you now? And can you let go of old paradigms? Can you release, first off, what other people told you that you were? Because you should only be the person that determines who you are. Can you shed and let go and release? I see this peeling thing going on. Like what I see is like, oh God, okay. So it's sort of like, I don't know what plant this is, but there's a plant and I just see them like pulling back and stripping off, kind of like green wood when you're trying to get the bark off of it, like peeling back, pulling back the layers, only it was dead layers coming off to reveal the green underneath. So in order to get to the new growth, you have to be willing to release and let go of the stuff that's happened in the past. And the hurts from it. When you raise yourself up and you look at it, you go, okay, wait, that wasn't me. That was a lesson. I just needed to learn something. What was being reflected to me in these mirrors? What was I supposed to learn? So I would look deeper into myself and go, okay, all right. So people bring to us the same energy that we exude. They come in to teach us lessons, and the lessons are generally take a look at yourself and see what it is that you came here to learn, because we don't remember when we incarnate who we were before. And so this is an opportunity to look at ourselves and go, okay, wait. What was I supposed to learn from that? And how can I grow from that? And how do I become more of my divine essence, more of my divine self? And in the future, moving forward, there is the balancing. Oh, geez Louise. Okay, so the first one that came out was the Five of Spirals. This is you standing up for yourself. This is you saying, okay, you know what? I'm not the victim. Four of mirrors, Five of mirrors, those are kind of victim kind of cards. That's sadness, regret. I need to reflect. It's a time to look at it. The Five of Scrolls says, okay, I'm done with this BS. I'm going to take these lessons and move forward, and I am going to stand up for myself. I am going to do what I need to do to rebalance, because the other card that came out was the Temperance card. And this is the card that balances, like the 6 eggs here. This is how you bring the balance in. So it's okay to feel your feelings. I encourage that always. You're being asked, though, to learn from what you feel and then go, wait a minute, I have dignity and I deserve to be treated with respect, and I teach other people how to treat me with respect. I don't know that breathing fire is necessarily a thing that you should do, because we have the Temperance card, but I feel it's okay to ignite the fire within, the fire of self-respect, the fire of self-love, to bring yourself back into balance, like out of the doormat into the I am worthy and I will be victorious moving forward. In the heart space, in the area of doubts and questions, we have the Ace of Mirrors. And this is, do what I put out into the world, when I give of myself emotionally, am I having that reflected back to me? I think a question worth asking always is also, am I not putting enough out there? And so what's being reflected back to me, I'm not even, like, you will get back what you put out there. Ooh. Wow. Okay, so bringing it into balance. Are you giving what you want to receive? Are you being who you want to be with? Like, so often in love, there's this fear of being hurt again, and we put these walls around ourselves and we say, okay, well, you show me that it's safe for me to take down my walls. And I think you're being asked to be willing to take down your walls and be aware and observe, are other people also willing to be vulnerable? And if they're not, then that's a lesson they need to learn, and they don't need to learn it from you. Okay, you've already learned. I can be vulnerable. That's how I invite other people to be vulnerable with me. If they are unwilling or unable to do that, then that's not the match for me, and I need to be with someone who's willing to be open and to be vulnerable, so that I can grow something in the heart space. You have Gaia. Oh my God, you've got the Green Man and you have Gaia. There is an opportunity. That's the Emperor and the Empress. That is divine union. There is an opportunity for you to, whoever it is that you are thinking about here, that you are focusing on, or that you are interested in, there is a real opportunity to grow something really great here, if you're willing to allow yourself to be vulnerable also. Ace of Spirals. So in the recent past, the obstacle has been, getting out of this energy of feeling sadness and rejection and neglect, or like, am I even worthy? Oh God, really? Of course you're worthy. Wow. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Ooh. You are so worthy of love, because you are love. You are a divine spark of love. You came from the source spark, the source bonfire of spirit, of love, of the divine. That's who you are. That is the essence of who you are. So again, it's about bringing in the balance. We've got the 6 of Spirals. That's the 6 of Wands. That's balance, but that's also victory. You have cards of really being victorious here. Oh my God. And your outcome card, 10 of Mirrors. You have an opportunity to really bring forth what it is that you want. It requires you to be willing to be vulnerable, to be willing to share, and to be willing to be who you are, like completely who you are, and not be afraid or ashamed or guilted into anything that's not who you genuinely are. So you have prepare for change, the raven, and you have the goat, act from innate wisdom, following your intuition, right? How do you bring about the change? This lotus, this tapping into your intuition, and understanding that what you really want is coming, and prepare for change. I mean, we've got the chariot and we've got the Six of Wands here. So yes, definitely change is coming. Really great opportunity to bring in that relationship that you are definitely seeking. You have believe in your dreams. In the heart space, you have believe in your dreams, and apparently a couple more. Resolve the conflicts and return to the sacred. Well, the sacred is the sacred of you. And the conflicts, I feel like there's a need to let go of. This is the stormy waters here you need to let go of. Believe in your dreams. Follow your intuition. Know that where you are headed is where you are supposed to be headed. This is some really beautiful energy. Okay, so you have come to the edge. This is being willing to be vulnerable. Like, there's no other way to explain that. You're standing in this little thing in the middle of freaking nowhere, and you're standing right on the edge of it, and you're dropping hearts over the side. It comes down to, are you willing to be vulnerable in order to bring in the happiness and to let go of this never-ending story that somehow everything's all jacked up in your life? This heart is trapped inside of the globe. If you just break it open and let it out, give yourself the opportunity to come to the edge, you can bring in the happiness. All right, let's take a look at this full moon here. So the full moon happening at 7 degrees and 6 minutes of Scorpio. If you have any, this is just happening in your 7th house of partnership, and we have a lot going on here with partnership. If you have any planets, placements, your ascendant, any prominent asteroids sitting within, like an asteroid within like 2 degrees on either side, so from like 5 to 9 degrees. But planets, your midhaven, your IC, which is in the house of your home, or your ascendant, those major points right there, if you have those sitting within 8 degrees, so really, gosh, that would be 29 degrees of Libra through 15 degrees of Scorpio. Those are in play because they're basically in conjunction. This new moon is happening, this full moon is happening in opposition, direct opposition to Uranus and Taurus. And it's in a square with Saturn in Aquarius. And it is happening in a very nice sextile energy, which is a supportive energy of making a choice, though. There's definitely a choice. You've got the opposition to Uranus and this choice energy, and they're both at 8 degrees, and one is in Taurus and one is in Virgo. And Vesta in Virgo in the sextile is about home, and it's about balance. And so how can you balance things so that you feel comfortable in your home? And there might be a sudden change. It might be that you move. It might be that you change where how things are at your home, who's in your home. Okay, yeah, so we have the Sanctuary card, and it's a 4, and its flow came up for overall energy with the Isle of Avalon, which is renewal and rest. It's healing. I feel like this is an opportunity to make some real choices to bring in healing in the heart space around the home, especially because we have this Emperor and Empress here. am going to actually... And you have number 3 and number 4. And the Empress is number 3 and the Emperor is number 4. There is definitely something, and then you end up with the 10 of Cups. There is something, a real opportunity here for you. So, the Isle of Avalon says you are passing through the gateway of change. Your life has been in a holding pattern for some time, and it's about to change in a dramatic way. Well, no kidding. Look at these cards of movement that you got going on here. So that you can allow new growth to come in, you must let go of old belief systems, worn out relationship, and negative self-talk. Begin by recognizing your achievement. That's that 6 of Wands. That is the next step, is recognizing all the good things about you. You tell the world who you are. You don't let other people tell you. You are about to become the very best version of yourself. Oh my gosh. And then the Chalice well is you are ready to stand in the feminine creative power. Do not worry if you're masculine energy watching this. We have both parts, divine masculine and divine feminine, and to truly come into balance, we have to be able to use both. The yin and the yang of our own self. It's an integration process. So you, and plus Taurus is a feminine energy. That is the energy of Gaia. You are ready to stand in your feminine creative power. Use your inner well of wisdom to reflect and to listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. I swear we saw that someplace. I don't know. Oh, right here. The 5 of Mirrors. Listen to your intuition. That's part of the transformation process. Learn from your emotions. Learn from your emotions. Go ahead and take a look in those mirrors. Learn from them and allow yourself to be vulnerable. Allow the goddess to nurture you and to heal past wounds that have prevented you from moving forward. Now is the time to practice self-care and be nurtured. So the course of the next 2 weeks, really allow yourself to feel your feels, take a look at them, and you have here sensitivity, which is, again, this is about being willing to be open to your own emotions, and you have motivation. You have motivation. It's called the 4 o'clock. The 4 o'clock, it's like the moonflower. So here you have this energy of the 4 again, and the sensitivity, the 3. This is, oh my gosh, Taurus, this looks amazing. It's a time for healing, a time for standing in your own power and recognizing your own self-worth and going out there and risking and being vulnerable and being willing to take the next steps toward what it is that you really and truly want. So you have clearing the excess. This is releasing and letting go of old negative things. And you have gliding through the currents. With a different approach, you will glide through a situation with grace and ease, going inward and bringing your understanding and perspective or behavior into flow will help your dreams take flight. And this is about, physically removing things in your life will help also shift your energy in other ways. Wow, Taurus. Big changes on the horizon when that sun starts shining on you. No. Okay. All right. Final words from Spirit here. You have the Gerbera Daisy. Show appreciation and joy shall follow. And I really feel like that is appreciation for you and appreciation for your partner, so that you keep things in balance. And you have the Frisia. This will all be worthwhile. So as difficult of a phase as you've been through, things are about to get a whole lot better, because you're ending up with somebody that reflects back to you what you put out, but it's a sense of taking flight in the emotional heart space. And so be willing to be open and be vulnerable and go for it. This is beautiful energy. All right, I will see you guys back here It'll be 2 weeks before you get another video for your sign, but every week on Mondays, we'll be doing a little soul growth video for the collective if you'd like to come and join me for that. You guys take good care, and remember next time it will be Moonlit Waters, so hit that thumbs up, and I'll talk to you soon.